In the previous class, we had seen how our shadows formed. What is the difference between umbra and penumbra? What happens during a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse? Today, we will be studying about the making of a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is composed of two boxes which snugly fit inside one another in such a way that they can be slid to and fro. We have to make a pin-sized hole at the front of the camera and attach a translucent screen at the back of the camera. The distance between the pinhole and screen can be adjusted to obtain a clear image of an object.
Make a pinhole camera. You can make a pinhole camera using boxes or PVC pipe or even a sheet of paper. We will use a sheet of paper as it is easily available. So what do you need to make a simple pinhole camera? You will need a thick sheet of paper, a black paper, a white paper, some rubber bands, a pin and a small quantity of oil. If available, you can also get a tracing paper instead of white paper and oil. Take sufficiently large part of thick sheet and roll it to make a tube. In the same way, make another tube little thinner than the previous. With the help of black paper and rubber band, cover one end of thick tube and make a small hole in the middle of covered part. Similarly, cover one end of smaller tube with white paper and rubber band. Now put some oil drops in the middle of covered part so as to make it translucent. A translucent object is one through which light can pass only partially. Now insert the thin tube in the thick tube. Your pinhole camera is ready. Look at the tree through the open end of thinner pipe. On the oily part of paper or tracing paper, you will see an image of the tree. Slide the pipe forward or backward and try to obtain a clear image of tree on the screen. But the image appears to be upside down. Such image is called inverted image. It has color of object and so we cannot say it is a shadow of the object. So, a shadow is definitely different than an image. Now, by observing the image formation by pinhole camera, one can easily understand that light from top of the tree must be going in straight direction through the pinhole to reach at the bottom of the screen. Similarly, light from the bottom of the tree must be going in straight direction through the pinhole to reach at the top of the screen. The same principle is used for working of camera that a photographer uses to capture pictures. However, these cameras make use of convex lenses or also called magnifying lenses to form much clearer image.
Next, we have property of light, that is propagation of light. Light always travels in a straight line. We can see the picture here. When we have a straight tube, we can see the candle flame. Whereas when we use a bent tube, the light gets blocked and the person is not able to see the light of the candle. In the first case, the light was traveling in a straight line, and since we had taken a straight tube, we could see the candle light. Whereas in the second case, as we already know, light will travel in a straight line, but since it is a bent tube, the light gets blocked and therefore the person cannot see the candle light.
Properties of light. Let us perform an activity. Take 3 cardboards of same shape and size. Put them together and with the help of a needle, make a hole in the center of each cardboard. Arrange these cardboards on a table in an upright position so that all the 3 holes come in a straight line. Now, place a lighted candle at one end in such a way that its flame is in level with the holes. Look from the other end of the boards. You can see the flame of the candle at the other end. Disturb the middle of the cardboard and look again through the hole. Now you cannot see the flame of the candle, as the holes are not in a straight line. This experiment proves that light travels in a...
We will see what are mirrors and what is reflection. We have already seen that light travels in a straight line. Light travels in the form of waves, and these light waves may change their direction upon striking a surface, and when this happens, this phenomena is known as reflection. Now, mirrors are objects which reflect light. Any shiny or polished surface can act as a mirror. For example, the water in a pond, or a shiny surface like the metal surface, or the steel plate, or a steel spoon. All these are surfaces on which you can see your image. Due to reflection, the image of an object is seen in the mirror. The mirror actually changes the direction of light falling on it, because of which mirrors can change the direction of light falling on it, as in the upcoming picture. We can see the boy at position A is holding a torch. The light coming from the torch strikes the surface of the mirror at B position. Then we can see this light is getting reflected into another direction at position C. So here we can prove that mirrors can always change the direction of light falling on it, because of which we are able to observe the images falling on a mirror.
The face seen in the mirror is called image. Not just mirrors. Sometimes we can see our image in clear water or on a shiny steel plate too. So, if the surface of any object, be it transparent or opaque, is plain and smooth, images are formed. Any polished or shiny surface can act as a mirror. Do you know what happens when light falls on a shiny and polished surface such as a mirror? Let us find the image we see in the mirror is called the reflection. We can see our image or reflection in clear water too. Hence, the surface of water can also act like a mirror and change the direction of the light. So now you can understand why mirror whose surface has become rough cannot produce clear image. In this case, as the surface is no longer smooth, the light is reflected at different angles, and so the image formed is not clear. The more rough the surface becomes, the more unclear or blurred is the image. What is a mirror actually? Can we make a simple mirror? Yes, we can. Actually, it is a plain glass which is silver plated. The plain glass provides the smooth surface, and the silver coating makes it shining. For this, now you will find behind the silver coating there is also red paint. The red paint also protects the silver coating from getting scratched. Interesting to know and simple too, isn't it? To sum up,
Let us see another activity which helps to prove that mirror changes the direction of light. Fix a comb on one side of a large sheet and fix a mirror on the other side as shown in the figure. Spread a dark colored sheet of paper between the mirror and the comb. Keep this in sunlight or send a beam of light from a torch through the comb. What do you observe? We get a pattern of criss-cross rays. This activity gives us an idea which states that light travels in a straight line and the direction of light is changed by the mirror, which helps in the formation of reflection. Summary of what we learned today. We saw the construction of a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is composed of two boxes which snugly fit inside one another in such a way that they can be slid to and fro. We saw that there is a pin-sized hole at the front and a translucent screen at the back of the camera. The distance between the pinhole and screen can be adjusted to obtain a clear image of an object. We saw that the images formed by the pinhole camera are real, not shadows. They are inverted, which means they are upside down, and they are smaller in size to the actual object. In nature, we see that the branches of trees through which light passes to form images of the sun is a form of pinhole camera. We also studied the property of light, that is, propagation of light is in a straight line, which means that light always travels in a straight line, which was proved by the activity where we saw that when we observe the lighted candle through a straight tube, we could see it, but when you used a bent tube, we could not see the candle flame. We also saw the nature of mirror and the phenomena of reflection. We came to know that light waves change their direction upon striking a surface, and this phenomena is known as reflection. Mirror is an object which reflects light. Now, any shiny or polished surface can act as a mirror, and due to reflection, the image of object is seen in the mirror. We also came to know that mirrors change the direction of light falling on